yeah, so Bane's escape and then this is the other thing, because in the comic, again, Catwoman, now that she's over Ivy's bullshit, goes to find Ivy for some retribution. Ivy's not there. Bane broke out, just like in the book, Killer Croc broke out. In this one, Bane broke out and tries to kill Catwoman because Catwoman stole the money, but he promises that he's going to go kill Poison Ivy right after. And basically the same thing, again, the same thing happens. Batman comes, easily saves Catwoman by netting up or tying up Bane and Croc in the book, who both get dragged out the window and taken away to parts unknown. In the movie, it was in the animated movie. It's actually, I have to find out. I can't remember. I don't remember if it was Waller. It might have been Waller in the comic book. True. Huh. But yeah, so again, nothing really changes, and then he finds out that Batman and Catwoman go to find the guys who are gardening for Poison Ivy to find out where Poison Ivy disappeared to, so that she goes to Metropolis. Anyway, so being Batman, he calls Alfred and tells him to pack up his jewelry. They go to Metropolis, and again, what is with I will admit that live action has limitations. I think it has fewer limitations due to CGI, although some of the CGI, especially, I swear to God, maybe it was just because of the quality that they were limited to in previous movies, like in the 90s and stuff. But CGI, it's either that, and CGI just hasn't really come too far, or people will see CGI or know where to, okay, that's CGI, or because CGI is not even like really worth it. So live action, you're limited on what you can do. Cartoon animation is a lot better telling. Maybe this is it. Maybe this is why I think DC, the animated, does a better job of putting a story out for something like DC, for like the DC characters, than live action. Maybe that's it, because live action, you're limited. And there's so much more you can do with animation than you can with that. So we get there, they find Poison Ivy, and of course Bruce has to deal with a hypnotized oh God, a hypnotized Superman. Oh man, and this, how Batman fights Superman brings me to something on, I can't remember, I'd have to watch it again, but I think I may have said this in my Lex Luthor rant years ago on why Lex Luthor, because Batman's jewelry are basically brass knuckles laced with kryptonite, which it's like, for something that's really rare, why does everyone have it? So yeah, he fights, him and Selina escape Poison Ivy's greenhouse by jumping into a river and going into a bunch of the sewers that are lined with lead because Lex Luthor. So he sends Selina to do something, and Superman comes in and he starts punching Superman. Let me tell you what. Now this is one of those Superman is weak to kryptonite only when the plot allows it type of deals. This is because let's be honest, if it wasn't for plot convenience, Superman should literally never beat Metallo by himself. Admittedly, Metallo in the books, and maybe someday I'll talk about how I would make Metallo. Actually, I want to do that for a couple of things. Mostly just to have the idea out there, because I can't do anything with it. But Metallo, I feel, the way he's written the books, he's just a freaking idiot. He's an idiot who has one thing, killed Superman, and that's it. And he's just a freaking moron. He's done better in the cartoon and the animated series, but not much. Not much. They didn't make him do more with him than, instead of some street thug, he's now a hired mercenary. So really, I'm like, why isn't Metallo like, again, I feel like Metallo and freaking Parasite are two characters that should be like kicking Superman. Okay, of course, between the two of them, I think Superman should have an easier time dealing with Parasite than he does with Metallo. But that's just me, and that's only because he has to keep his distance from Parasite, where Metallo might be, depending on how he's written, might be able to shoot kryptonite lasers. So I'm getting off topic here. Alright, so he fights, and after he escapes the sewers, and Superman blasts through the thing we find out what happened with Catwoman. She is now at the top of Daily Planet with Lois. She kidnapped Lois Lane. Damn it. God damn it. And here's another thing of Lois Lane is just, I mean, it fits better with the plot in this than usual, where they usually write her as, oh, I'm Lois Lane, and I want you to bring Superman. And she's just there. She's just there so he has a damsel to frickin' save. No, this was part of the plot. Yeah, and Catwoman throws her off the building, snaps Supes out of his fever dream, and he saves her. He gets on Catwoman's nerves. Gets on Catwoman's case. Because, and even Batman's like, you didn't have to throw her off. She's like, he was about to freaking crush you. So, I mean, it's kind of a foreshadowing to how this movie ends. Which does, unfortunately, show how freaking much of a complete dumbass that Batman is, and I kind of wish they would, but again, we'll get to that. So anyway, they go back, Superman they go find out about Hush from Ivy, and Ivy's taken back to Arkham via Superman. So good on her.